Kahlil Gibran The Prophet remains timeless because it transcends religion, culture, and time. Its ideas echo the wisdom of many spiritual traditions: Christianity, the gospel of love and forgiveness; Islamic Sufism, mystical union and divine love; Hinduism and Buddhism, the interconnection of life and death, detachment from ego; Taoism, living in harmony with nature and the flow of existence. Yet, despite these influences, the Prophet is not tied to any single belief system. It speaks to all of humanity, offering guidance to anyone seeking wisdom, purpose, and peace. The Prophet is more than just a book of poetic wisdom. It is a spiritual and philosophical guide. Through the words of Almustafa, a Christ-like or sage figure whose wisdom transcends time and culture, Gibran explores the deepest aspects of existence, offering profound insights on everything from joy and sorrow to work, love, freedom, and death. The book does not dictate rigid truth, but instead encourages the reader to find wisdom within themselves and live with awareness, compassion, and purpose.
Chapter 1: The Coming of the Ship. Summary. The opening chapter of The Prophet introduces Almustafa, a Christ-like figure embodying wisdom, compassion, and divine knowledge. His name, derived from Arabic, means the chosen one, reinforcing his role as a messenger of truth. Like many spiritual teachers, he is both revered and misunderstood, loved yet set apart. The story begins with Almustafa, who has lived in the city of Orphalese for 12 years. He now stands upon a hill, gazing out at the sea, for he sees his long-awaited ship approaching, ready to take him home. Though he is joyful at the prospect of returning, he is also sorrowful to leave the people of Orphalese, whom he has come to love. Before he departs, the townspeople, including the seeress Almitra, who had first sought and believed in him, gather and ask him to share his wisdom on the great matters of life. Almitra said to him, "This we ask ere you leave us, that you speak to us and give us of your truth, and we will give it unto our children, and they unto their children, and it shall not perish. Now therefore disclose us to ourselves, and tell us all that has been shown you of that which is between birth and death." The prophet agrees, and thus begins his discourse.
The Prophet's departure and arrival. With this introductory chapter, Gibran establishes the central theme of transition between life stages, between worlds, and between the known and the unknown. The chapter serves as a metaphor for spiritual journeys, where departure is not an end, but a beginning.
The prophet's inner conflict, joy and sorrow. Al-Mustafa is joyful when he sees his ship, yet sadness immediately follows. He realizes that leaving Orphalese is not just a physical departure, but an emotional and spiritual separation. The city has been his home, and he has poured his soul into its people. Gibran describes this with striking imagery. "It is not a garment I cast off this day, but a skin that I tear with my own hands." This suggests that his connection to the city is so deep that leaving feels like shedding a part of himself. This idea reflects the universal human experience of parting, whether from places, relationships, or phases of life.
The Prophet's role and the people's love. As he prepares to leave, the people of Orphalese gather, expressing their love and grief. They call him their son and their light, pleading for him to stay. This moment highlights the deep connection between teacher and community. The people have been guided by him, but now they must find their own way. The chapter also introduces Al-Mitra, the seers, who recognizes Almustafa's wisdom and urges him to share his truth before departing. She symbolizes divine insight, urging him to leave behind teachings that will outlast his physical presence.
The universal message, life's impermanence. The chapter concludes with Almustafa's realization that the people of Orphalese already hold the truth within themselves. People of Orphalese, of what can I speak, save of that which is even now moving within your souls? This reinforces the idea that wisdom is not something external. It is already present in each individual, waiting to be recognized. The prophet's role is not to impose knowledge, but to help others uncover what they already know.
As I said in the beginning of the video, Kahlil Gibran The Prophet is more than just a book of poetic wisdom. It is a spiritual and philosophical guide to life, love, and the human experience. In the upcoming videos, Karen and I, Milatsetsky, will present The Prophet, chapter by chapter, each in a separate video. Along with the full text, we will provide a summary and analysis aiming to unveil the noble messages Gibran intended to convey. Any form of support will be deeply appreciated. See you in the next video, chapter 2, on love.